Hi everybody, welcome back to StoneBlock episode 5 with me, Sid. That means I'm halfway through my holiday now, day 5. Yeah, I've got 10 days, so halfway there. So last episode we started with this. We got the power going, we got power generation, and we made a bit of charcoal, which I might as well stick it in there actually. Obviously not the most efficient power sources we've got going. We've got this thing making us wood, so you know it will do its thing quite happily, and this thing is making us creosote and coal coke, which, yeah, the coal coke is secondary really. The thing I'm interested in is this stuff, the creosote. So what I want to do is the very first thing we are going to need is we are going to need an aqueous accumulator, because obviously the idea, as I mentioned last time, I suppose I should continue on from last time, just in case you haven't watched it, we'll come to these in a moment, is to sort out the food situation. We don't have a ready supply of food right now, but this is easy. Iron gear is just stone gear or 4 iron. Or 4 iron cast in. So however we do it, it's 4 iron. Let's go and get some of this stuff going, shall we? So the aqueous accumulator is necessary for making the water necessary for our farm system that we're going to use. And that needs a copper gear, okay. Well, I don't know why you would want to bother sticking a wooden gear in the middle, right? So tin and glass. Tin. Oops. Boom. Okay, and then we need a piece of iron, one, and a couple of redstone. Now I can't remember whether this thing requires not there. This is my valuables chest. A couple of pieces of redstone. Blocks. We need some glass. That means I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do 8. The habit is to do 8 because obviously we cook 8 pieces, whereas obviously we don't really need to do or worry about that because we have alternatives in the system. So pop you and you and you gives us a device frame. We need to make that. That is just one of those with that and that. Glass and a bucket. I think we should be able to manage that. Glass, bucket, machine frame, that and those. That's going to give us the aqueous accumulator, which is going to do nothing because it's got no water source next to it. Gimme. So we've got that. Now I can't remember, let me just check. Does this like a water source either side of it or beneath it? We'll find out one way or the other. It's a long time since I've done anything with thermal. I think it's on either side. Easy enough to test though. Yeah, there we go. And it will output to the top, which is pretty much what we want. Okay. Let's get this all put back together and we can start on the next job. Now, the next thing we need is, well, we need to make a cloche. So we're kind of bum rushing some of this. So a garden cloche is simple enough. It's a bit of glass. It is an iron mechanical component, which is that combined with a forge hammer or interesting. What about an industrial craft hammer then? Surely we can use not a gamma, a hammer. We have an industrial craft hammer. What can you use? That you can use that to make powder and plates. Can you make iron plates with it? Uranium plate. Looks like you can't use it to make an iron plate. Interesting. Okay, so we've got that. That's all good. Let's run this through sensibly then. If I can't make, I don't want to muck around with a forge hammer, because a forge hammer is expensive. Now, what have I got a lot of? What have I got a lot of that I'm not going to need a lot of, I should say? Tin, lead, yeah, osmium. Let's get a piece of aluminium. And I should have somewhere about my my hammer. So let's make the aluminium plate, and then let's go and cast that. One of those. Off you go. That can come out temporarily. Go in there. And we should be able to make a plate cast out of that, which we can then use to do iron, so we're not wasting time. Lava is free. Iron technically is also free, but that's I think that should make us a plate cast. It did. So what did we say we needed for the cloche? Let's have a look. 4 iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also need to make one of those, which is going to be a nickel plate, some glass, some copper wire, which we make with a copper plate, blah blah blah. Copper plate. What did we say? Nickel plate, didn't I? Nickel plate. We can put the copper in, we can't put the nickel in until we've done the iron, otherwise we'll get Envar, I think. We're going to need to make the engineer's workbench itself, which is reasonably cheap. And the engineer's blueprint for common items. Specialized projectiles, arc furnace electrodes, crafting components. Is that the one? Yes. Have I got any lapis? That is a good question. Let's get these done quickly. So yeah, we're just kind of pulling all this together. This should, in theory, make us a nice system just to keep us in food and other organic minerals. We'll only need the one for the time being, but ultimately we'll probably want quite a few. Let's have a copper. Pop the nickel in. I think we need a nickel, didn't we? Yes, a nickel plate. Shears or tins. Oh yeah, that's probably cheaper then. Alright, so one of them and 2 of those to make the snips. That will make me a bit of copper wire. That's all good. Just waiting on the nickel. We're going to need a bit more glass, and as I say, we need to make this. So let's let me just, I was going to say let me finish this, but we have, and then we can take you out and pop that one in. Right, a whole load of ingredients made. A whole load of ingredients. So we are going to need 1, 2, that should be enough for now. Bucket of that. So that should make us the treated wood, or at least the first batch of treated wood we need. And we need to make you, which is that, which is right. So we need yes, bit of that, 1 of those, 2 of those, that's that. I need more treated wood, so again, grab a couple of those, bang those through, and make some more. Get there. Single-mindedness. Crafting table. Alright. Another piece of wood. Box down the crafting bench. And that should be everything we need to get that made. Which means I can throw that away, and I'll put those away for now as well. So I just need 2 of those, don't I? Yep. And then what we said was for that we need to make this one, I think. 4 lapis, copper, gunpowder, and oh crap, paper. Right, 4 lapis. We've got the lapis. We have got gunpowder. Copper and paper. Now paper's where we're going to have fun, because we haven't got any. That's not happening yet. The way to do this, I think, therefore, is going to be that one. We've got a mattock, we've got a bucket. Let's go and get this done. We can't bone meal sugarcane, obviously. So what we'll do is we shall plant you, which can be bone mealed. So I get that, yes. And this can be used to make paper. Perfect. We'll leave that there for now. We won't be doing traditional farms, or at least I don't intend to do traditional farms. But we've got you. We do. Oh, I need the copper, don't I? Yeah, and that, and a piece of copper. Let me just get rid of these pieces of organic stuff, and that. And let's go grab the copper. Boing. 1 piece of copper. And we'll get there eventually. These things always take a little bit of effort, and that is crafting components, iron components, steel, yada yada yada, which we need that as well, actually, because I think we may, let me just check, that is, yeah, that is actually cheaper in, if I go and grab another piece of copper, that's cheaper in there than it is, oops, hang on, just give me one. Yeah, so it'll save us some pennies. No, not pennies, obviously, but, you know, metaphorical pennies. Where to put this? Well, I suppose what we can do is we can continue on back. I don't mind that being in the middle here. Let me clear ourselves a bit of a space, because we're going to be bringing the power out of there. I need to figure out how I'm going to do power as well, but I haven't worked that far ahead yet. But we're going to need to power the cloche and the aqueous accumulator, which is going to be, I don't know, probably here. So we need to go back a wee bit, I think. Let me sort that out. Back with you in a sec. Alright, we're here. We can make this bit, and that's done. We should be able to get you done almost. So we've got the copper. We've got the glass. We've got the nickel. 1 piece of redstone. By the way, this, again, all temporary. This is kind of going to be a thing that grows. Or at least I suspect it is. I don't think we're going to have a lot of issue with that. We'll put 2 of those in there. They may as well stay in there as storage. So it is just glass we're missing, which we need 4. I've got 3, so 1, 2, 3. 1. Make it even easier. There you go. Now, how this is going to piece together is somewhat debatable. But what we have is we have the cloche. Now the cloche itself is 3 high. Yep. With an output to the side. So I'm going to take you. I'm going to pop you in here. And I think what we'll do is we'll go down one. So that will be aqueous accumulator. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Actually, no, that's wrong. Damn it. If that's the aqueous accumulator, I need to be there and there. Which we'll grab 1 and pop you there. Pop that there. And then we should be okay to pop you straight there. Now this thing, if I recall, will fill with water like that. Now we need to bring power across. That's the area that we're a bit shy on. And the other thing we could do with doing is a couple of those. And a bucket of that, and we should be good to make a wooden storage crate, which will go there. So that's the output. That needs a piece of dirt in it, which is fine. We need obviously to plan whatever we're going to use, but the final piece of the missing piece of the equation here, let me just move away from that a second because that noise is annoying. Actually, let's keep a bit of that on me. I'm going to need to repair my pick in a minute. So what is leadstone flux duct? That would seem perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple of pieces of glass and a piece of glass and 2 lead. Right, that should give us everything we need, and then we should be in a position where we can at least produce a limited amount of food. It's not fancy, it's not big, it's not clever, it's just a means of getting some basics going so we can, you know, going forward have this kind of thing going on. And I think if we come up there and there, we should be okay to do that. It's not getting RF. Why is that not getting RF? Do I need to? I assume that's output. What am I doing wrong? Oh, nothing. It's got juice. Okay. Right, let's take some of these. The obvious and very quick thing we need to do is get some potato going. That is draining at a rate. That is growing. and the potatoes will output into there, in theory. There we go, sorted. We do need more fuel, so I suppose we probably cook some more charcoal for the time being. And while that is working, I'm going to go and kill a few mobs, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, so while that's growing stuff in the background, I mean, obviously we can be doing a lot of processing, but we really do want to move towards automation as much as possible. These skyblock packs are geared towards automation. I have a few loot boxes and things to do as well. So we need to make a couple of fans for starters. So one of the quests is for mob farm automation. These are fans from open blocks, which of course will do nothing until they get a redstone signal, at which case they are pretty effective. And they've got quite a wide range on them as well. So yeah, not bad. I mean, you can fight against it. Now, more of those could be used, obviously. However, that's only one of the items you need. We also need 4 iron spikes and 1 item collector. Okay. Now, it's a shame that it's iron spikes. I'm quite interested in wooden spikes, because wooden spikes, let's have a look. Iron spikes, diamond are the one, they do player items only, that's also experience. Iron spikes basically kill things, and wooden spikes reduce it to half a heart but don't kill, which are very cheap. Iron spikes on the other hand are not so cheap, but we get 4 of them, so yeah, we can manage that. Can we let me have a look. I can melt them back down. That is good. So we can claim that quest and then melt them back. So I need 9 for the block. Hang on. And then 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 6. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we do, oh, hang on, let's get those. We need the block, spiky things, those with more of those, and that gives us 4 of those. And the last thing is the item. Oh, sorry, hang on, let me just get myself off of there. Right, we need to, the problem is there's too many things with the word item in them. So item collector from random things, 3 obsidian, a hopper and an ender pearl. Hopper, again we can, I think we can smelt those back down. We can smelt most of the stuff down, all the basics down. They're usually fairly easy. Okay, I need a chest. Hopper. 3 obsidian. That's up here. 1, 2, 3. And an ender pearl, which we've got plenty of. No, I didn't put ender pearls up there. I kind of have a mixed process with these. So there we go. That's mob farms done. We can claim that and go back. Right, so that's all dealt with. Now, in terms of that, that's probably that's a keeper. That isn't. So we're going to smelt those. And we did say individually they will smelt down for that. Yeah, so, well, let's just smelt the damn things and have done with, shall we? There we go. I don't want those as items at the moment, so that's fine. I'm more interested in wooden ones. I'm also quite happy now to turn you off. Now, is there anything I want? See, we've got nothing which will get us those. So that should now be gaining and not going down. We're not doing anything. I wish I could shut that thing up. It's annoying. Incidentally, mob dropped this steel sword, so we'll use it till it breaks, and it's fine, really. Right, what was I going to do next? Let's have a look. No, I want to get this thing done, and it did say that we can, for floral fertilizer, can be made with. So if I were to go with light blue or cyan, cyan doesn't have blue. Right, so we got from our thingy light blue dye. Okay. Right. Somewhere in one of these I have got one of those. Let's have a look. These are made with a pestle and mortar. That is made with that and a stick. The sooner you get these quests opened up, the sooner you can actually start to exploit them. And we'll take some of you. I don't think there's anything particularly. I suppose we could use that. If that will work, will you work? Grey powder. 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Alright, so what we need to do is basically bone meal the hell out of this, get some more colours, and world will be happy. Might get a few seeds as well. Right, I'm going to get the a few more flowers together, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, that should be the last 3 necessary, or it will be in a moment. Do that. Jump back in here, and we'll claim that and back. Interesting, you see, what it doesn't seem to do is push out anywhere else. However, you would have expected that to open a Britannia chapter, really. Yeah, well, it does give us a Legacy Britannia, which is obviously always beneficial. Another one of those. We can pop you away as a tool. You can go in the miscellaneous chest for now. Along with that, well, I'm going to be playing with Britannia right now, but I just wanted to get that one opened up. Now, if we go back here, jump in here, diamond mesh, we ain't doing yet. We could do there, and we could go off to the nether. That's 10 obsidian and a flint and steel. Now, if I remember my thing, pardon me, if I remember my stuff correctly, we should be able to take a bucket and a barrel. Stone barrel, which is just stone and a slab. Is it any particular stone, or it's just stone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So if we take this, take 2 of these, take one of them as a bucket of water. What we should be able to do, again, it's going to take a while because we've only got four buckets there, but that's not a problem. That's what we should be able to do down here. If I just there, yeah, that's as good a corner as any. We take you, we place that there, we place the bucket of water there, take a bucket of that, bang. It's as simple as. However, we do obviously need to also process this, so probably keep that one running for a while. 2, 3, 4. I think I had a little bit up there, not a lot. We need 10, don't we? So bang. Okay, we've got enough. Problem solved. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put the portal. I don't want it anywhere close to my thing, hoofer, my what's-my-jig. So back too close to the base, that's the word I'm looking for. But that's fine, because that gives us, claim that back. We've then got the end stone. Wants 9 end stone. Curious. How do you make end stone? End essence. Okay. You can get it from a loot bag. You get it from the void miners. And you can use glowstone, which we can get through sifting, no doubt, somewhere. Sifting compressed dust, there is a chance of glowstone. There you go. That's how we get endstone. Not going to the end right now. That would be, again, suicidal. However, it would be nice to start thinking about the nether. So let's get the... let's just repair that. We'll repair that while we're at it. Can't repair that. We'll just fill that up, keep that running. So I think what we'll do is this first cave will be kind of our basis of, and then we'll probably head out this way. A bit, and then we'll get some port. We'll get a space for the portal into the wall a bit further down here. So I'm going to maybe go down 6 or 7 blocks. We'll make sure it's lit and covered and everything, and I'll be back in a sec. All right, put the portal into the wall. I'll fancify this up. Obviously, we need grass and stuff in here to tidy this up and bring it into play. But part of me is curious. Oh, the pit there is to stop Enderman jumping down. Before we go through, we should be far enough. I mean, that, to be fair, this thing's noisy enough. I'd like to cook some food as well. Let's just deal with these, shall we? Another diamond shield. Okay. Oh, hello. Nice. Glowstone ingots. What can we use you for other than obvious things? Glowstone seeds, glowstone axe, thingy, stuff, more stuff, things, stuff. We can refine it, we can liquid, we can melt it into ingots, but I don't think we can make glowstone out of it, which is what I was wondering whether we could do, but that's fine. Anyway, it's free, didn't cost out. Some industrial craft upgrades. Okay, uncommon loot bag. Cake, thing, stuff, chisel, and stuff. Right, we need to... What did I do with my cake? Put it in there. Okay. Chance hoofer, that can go away. Let me just get rid of... Oh, that's equipment. That is equipment, that is equipment, that and that is equipment. We're keeping hold of the... we probably should actually put these in here because I don't really want to lose them. Blah, blah, blah. That is also equipment. Right, let's see what else we've got. Certus quartz and cake. Seems to be very fond of cake. Right, epic loot bag. Inferium apple. Okay, nice. chance cube, blaze, dimensional shard, pig iron, and a cow in a jar. Cool. We can well, we can use you at some point. That could go in there, and God only knows that and that and that and that can go over there. Yeah. Oh, that definitely goes over there. And for now, that can go over there. And I don't know, fish, and that can go in there, I suppose. I've got nowhere better for it. Right. I'm wearing everything I own, but to be honest, most of this is junk anyway. The only things really worthwhile are probably the tools, and only because they've leveled up, not for any other reason. So let me, I'm just going to pop these in here for now. We'll take these bits and pieces. The stuff we've got, it was again, didn't cost us out. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what the nether holds in this pack, shall we? And come on, biome plains. Holy crap, we're in a bloody fortress. I don't know whether I should be. Oh, grab it all. Just beat it to death. All right. Well, this is interesting. Insofar as we have a relatively stable portal location. We've got some stuff. We've got some dark boots, which are nice. We've got thunder, teleportation wand, friender pearl, no idea, condensed blood from evil craft, and some things, and that is a unnamed thing. Nice hiding capacity dud, so it's crap. Alright, we're heading back. So in theory we should be able to make a reasonable base out this side in the nether. But oh bum. I forgot about that, yeah. I need to remember that I've got that. There we go. That's sorted. What is that bar? Right, I'm intrigued. It was something to do with this. What do we use you for? It's used to tame Frienderman, randomly dropped by evolved Enderman. Okay, that's equipment, that's equipment, that's equipment. That is... So, reading this thing, it's a nice hiding capacity dud. Dud is a bad thing, so we don't want that. And we've got a spare chest, which is always nice. That can go in there. We can take those. So we probably should equip ourselves to get into the nether a little bit and explore, because we've got a very nice thing. Are you not going to Audix? Oh, damn you. What happens if I... Oh, hang on, we've got iron and electrum. Let me get those going. What happens if I do that? That should melt down into copper and ore dictionary. No, I mean, it's a bit wasteful on the old lava, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. For one thing, I want to get this automated anyway, so that's a thing. And let me get those going. Right, so let me just process this, be back in a sec. Alright, we're going to head back into the nether. Hopefully there's not only unpleasant surprises for us on this side. There is always that chance, of course, but what I want to do is take out some of this here. And use a little bit of trickery, jiggery pokery trickery. So first things first, get that down, take that out, and I'm going to probably want to take out some of this floor here. Hopefully this pick will last long enough. I brought a crafting bench, which we shall use as a, well, we'll just pop down temporarily, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and grab those. That, along with some of those. So I want you to be... like that. I don't care if a pigman comes in, that doesn't bother me, but that stops any hoojamaflob fellas. You know what I mean. I know what I mean as well, but I'm just struggling to get the words out. Wither skeletons. That's the word I was looking for. So I'm going to repeat that just going down here. I'm just going to flatten this out to half slabs, make this area completely unspawnable. Should give us a reasonable area to work in the nether. Now what I would like to see is what we're like in the way of nether minerals, whether we can get ardite or cobalt in the nether, or whether we are restricted to sifting nether materials. Probably restricted, but let me get this sorted first. And come on, give me... I know that isn't broken. Oh, ooh, cunning. What are you? Netherfish. Cool. Ow! Set me on fire. Not that cool. Deeply uncool, in fact. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me just grab some of this and we'll make this entire area spawn proof. This doesn't matter, and the only real worry we have then are blazers, which quite frankly, yeah, they're not that, well, they are that bad, but you know, I'm not going to worry too unduly about them. Yeah, one more craft of those, that should do the trick. Right, so we've now got a reasonable entry into the nether. What we can do then is get this lit up as we go down here. And explore a little bit, I suppose. Hopefully we'll get the... Right, if I do that, that establishes a reasonable perimeter, I think. I should eat. I should probably check how long I've been recording as well. But so far, no, dead end, that's fine. So we'll just, what I'll do is, if we hit anything like this where there's no point in heading that way, we'll just block it. And then we'll come off in a different direction and see what we've got. Oh, more chests. That's what we like. More dark boots. capturing one, tin, protection wand, and a piston recycling. They are brilliant. That is worth coming into the nether just for that. If you've not seen those before, they are brilliant. I use it extensively in my Sid's Modern Life LP, so yeah. That should, yeah, let me just try and get that proper. There we go. And what we got over here then? What the hell is that? That is a magma slime wearing a hat, isn't it? Yes. Still. Oh, that is cute. This will feel. I'll feel horrible killing this, but there we go. Right. It gives us soul sand. I can't believe I'm being so calm. I'm not normally a calm nether. That was a yeah, that's a skeleton. I'm not being calm now. We're gonna leave for a while, and I'll check how long we've been recording. I'm gonna get a screenshot, I think, of this bit as well, because that will certainly assist us when it comes to getting this going. So yeah, let's get a bit of that. That will do. I'm going to head back to the overworld for now and check how long I've been recording, and I should be back with you in a sec. Alright, yep, I am going to say that is a successful navigation of that. We still need to work at power, and I think we probably need to start thinking about either our storage or I would like to get into that, but we need a nether star for the philosopher's stone, so that definitely means that we've got to kill wither skeletons. We should probably therefore be thinking about our chest plate. We've got a variety of options. Recyclic has got these, which if we had chorus fruit we'd be laughing, but I don't think we've got any means of getting chorus. There's not even in the end essence. We're not going to get until we've got purple and end stone. Purple we can't get. No, we've got to go to the end for that. So I think that's off the cards. But obviously there's some decent armors about. Obviously not clay. There's blood magic armor. Oh, sorry, red. Not blood magic, red. Just they look so similar. Mechanism armor is pretty reasonable. Steel, pigskin is not so good. Osmium, not, there's all these things. Obsidian would seem to be the obvious one, and an obsidian ingot is made how? By melting obsidian? No, by melting refined obsidian. How do I make refined obsidian? There's got to be a way. There's probably something in this. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, all right. Very complex. But at this stage, maybe we just need to keep it simple. I don't know. Anyway, I have been recording far too long. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. And bye for now.